Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now some boxing news here, and when I saw this particular piece of news, I literally just rolled my eyes. Kell Brook and Chris Eubank Jr. could be heading towards a showdown. Yes, Kell Brook and Chris Eubank Jr. Eddie Hearn was speaking to Behind the Gloves, and he confirmed that it was something that they're exploring. Now I just have to shake my head at this, man. I mean, Kell Brook, last time he was out was against Terence Crawford in November. It was a stoppage defeat in 4 rounds. The first real solid shot that Terence Crawford landed, it sent Brook on his way, and you know, the fight was over not long after that. And you know, it's clear that Kell Brook is nowhere near his prime now. He's about 35, 36 years old. You know, he's seen better days, and we've seen the risks and you know, the consequences of him moving up in weight, well, 2 weight divisions above his natural weight. And we see what happened when he took on Triple G. Now they're looking at doing something like that again. They're talking about Kell Brook moving up to fight Chris Eubank Jr., who is in effect 2 weight classes above Kell Brook. This is not a good idea. You know, Chris Eubank Jr., he's not on the level of a Gennady Golovkin, but you know, he's a big middleweight. He's fought up at super middleweight. He's lightning quick. He's younger. He's much closer to his prime, and it's just a bad fight for Kell Brook. I'm not sure why Eddie Hearn is exploring this possibility, and I'm not sure why Kell Brook really wants it right now. Well, let me take that back, because Kell Brook's a fighter at the end of the day, and you know, he'll fight whoever. You know, we've seen the sort of heart and determination and guts that he has. But Chris Eubank Jr. at this stage of your career, it just doesn't make sense to me, man. It's almost making me think, like, who's managing Kell Brook right now? I know that Kell Brook, I think it's his dad, isn't it, who manages him. But if this was to come off, then it's a head scratcher for me. You know, it doesn't make sense. But apparently they're looking into it, and you know what? I think that there will be some guys out there that would like to see it, because Chris Eubank Jr. and Kell Brook do have a bit of history. They have, like, you know, squabbled a little bit online before. I remember when Kell Brook fought Triple G, that was supposed to be Chris Eubank Jr. And since then, the two have never really, you know, got on since. Do you know what I mean? Chris Eubank Jr. was saying that there's no way Kell Brook should have the fight. It's going to be a one-sided beatdown, which it was. But Kell Brook seemed to didn't like those comments, and then ever since then, these two have gone back and forth. And you know, for these two to now talk about getting in the ring with each other, yeah, I'm not sure about that one, man, but it could happen. You know, Eddie Hearn's exploring the possibility. I just don't know why, you know, they just can't get the Khan fight made and just call it a day. You know, if I was Kell Brook's manager, that's what I'd try and do. I'll try and get the Khan fight, one last payday, and call it a day. But listen, I'm not a boxing manager, so yeah, I guess we just have to take this as it is. But if it does come off, what do you guys think about it? Would you be looking forward to it in any sort of way? Do you think that Kell Brook could defeat Chris Eubank? I mean, he is pound for pound much better fundamentally sound than Chris Eubank Jr. He does have better technique. He's achieved more in his career. But, you know, Kell Brook's, he's an old fighter now. Chris Eubank Jr., like I said, he's probably 30, 31. So he's much closer to his prime than Kell Brook is. And, you know, he's a lot bigger, quicker, hits harder, more dangerous. And, you know, I could only see this going one way. So let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, guys, about this potential fight. Do you want to see it or not? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video.